channel. This is Sarah Grayson, where grace begins with you. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me again. And as you can tell by the title, we're going to be going over some Maison Francis Kurkdjian fragrances that's in my collection. I had got a request to do a review on one of Maison Francis Kurkdjian's fragrances, so I figured I would come in and do a video on some of my Maison Francis Kurkdjian's fragrances, the best and the worst. So this probably will be a two-part video. I'm quite sure it'll probably be a two-part video, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to give you some pros and cons. I'm going to give you some best and worst, but because there are some amongst all perfumers or all houses or all niche brands, there are some ups and there are some downs. So before we get started, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please share my videos, and before you leave, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload brand new content. So without further ado, let's get into this first fragrance. And the first fragrance that I've had for a little while now, and actually it's probably been over a year or so. I bought it from, I want to say, Saks, Fifth Avenue. They had gave me a discount, so I had got it from there, and I was really intrigued. Actually, this one is Maison Francis Kurkdjian's Paris à la Rose. Now, à la Rose, let me give you the notes, and then I'm going to go into a little detail about this fragrance. À la Rose has Calibran in the top notes, Calibran bergamot, California orange. The middle notes are Bulgarian rose, grass rose, violet, and magnolia, and the base notes are musk and cedar. It's a rose, citrus, floral, powdery, violet, woody, musky, fresh, spicy fragrance. So let me give you a little detail about à la Rose. And the reason why I put à la Rose first, you can see, is because à la Rose is a beautiful rose, a little bit of citrus, it has a little bit of musk, it's floral, it's like almost like a wet rose smell, and probably others have said the same. But the biggest downfall about à la Rose is that it is a skin scent. So if you are willing to pay $200, I think $25, $290 for this fragrance, just know that you are not going to get the projection that you're looking for in this fragrance, and you're definitely are not going to get the longevity in this fragrance. It is a skin scent fragrance, and it does not last. Now, I've heard that numerous times. I heard that a lot of times. So I'm thinking it's just not a on my body chemistry thing, or something that just doesn't mesh with me. I've did a little bit of research after I got the fragrance, and I've heard a lot of people say this. So this is one of the fragrances that I'm going to keep it, and I love the rose smell. Don't get me wrong, I love the rose smell. But I have another one that and I'm going to use it because I have it, but I know this will not be a fragrance that I pick up again. If I didn't say this, this is a woman's fragrance, and I'm going to keep it until I use it, because I have another one of Maison Francis Kurkdjian's fragrances that will help me layer this fragrance so I get my money's worth. Again, This is Maison Francis Kurkdjian à la Rose. The next fragrance I have for you guys, and I may butcher this name a little bit, so so spare me a little. À la Rose, the Eau by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. Now let me get into the notes. The top notes are lychee, pear. The middle notes are damask rose, grass rose, peony, violet, and the base notes is musk. It's a rose floral, fresh, fruity, musky, powdery, tropical, violet, aquatic fragrance. Beautiful rose fragrance. Smells just like freshly cut stem roses. So remember, I said this is still à la Rose. This will be the fragrance that I will layer with the original à la Rose to give me the longevity and the projection I'm looking for. You can wear L'Eau on its own. You're going to get all the projection. You're going to get all the longevity. It's going to last. It has the sillage. And I think maybe that's why he came up with that fragrance, because this one was such a fail. You know, it was such a disappointment. Not say such a fail, but such a disappointment. So they came up with this to kind of like flanker to it, and it really makes up for the à la Rose. So that's why I'll keep it, because I can use them both. But this à la Rose period is a beautiful rose scent, a fresh cut rose. If you're looking for that, if you're looking for something beautiful, dainty, delicate rose, this is the fragrance. That's what you're going to get, like a bouquet of fresh cut roses. So this is à la Rose. And à la Rose L'Eau. And his bottles are all beautiful. I love the simplicity of Maison Francis Kurkdjian's bottles. So the next fragrance I have for you guys, and this one is Maison Francis Kurkdjian's Gentle Fluidity. And the Gentle Fluidity, let's see, is has vanilla, amber, musk, woodsy notes, is juniper berries, nutmeg, and coriander. It's a vanilla, powdery, amber, woody, fresh, spicy, aromatic, musky, sweet, soft, spicy fragrance. We know that Gentle Fluidity Gold is a beautiful vanilla scent. If you watched my previous, and I'll try to link it below, video where I did a video on all my Maison Francis Kurkdjian's fragrances. Gentle Fluidity, after I purchased it, a while after I purchased it, I could wear it at one time, and then it started to be really heady and give me a headache. And I could not figure out why and what was going on, but I know the juice was getting a lot darker, so I'm thinking that the vanilla was macerizing, and it was just starting to give me a slight headache. So it's still a beautiful, this is the things I want you to know. There are some best, there are some worst. Beautiful fragrance. I'm hoping, like it didn't do it in the beginning when I had the fragrance for a period of time, that it will eventually go away, because I love me some Gentle Fluidity Gold. It's a beautiful vanilla scent. It's musky, it's sweet, it has that amber. It's just a beautiful, in-depth, bold fragrance. It's delightful, and it's a unisex fragrance, so it's for a man or a woman. And this one is Gentle Fluidity Gold by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. The next fragrance that I have, this is the fragrance that a young lady asked me to do a review on. So I hope you're watching. I'm going to do this review and I'm going to talk about another fragrance with this fragrance. Maison Francis Kurkdjian's Oud Satin Mood. And it's a very talked about fragrance, especially during the fall and winter months. Let's get into the notes. It's Bulgarian rose, it's Turkish rose, it's vanilla, it's agarwood, it's benzoin, and it's violet. It's a vanilla rose oud, powdery amber, violet, floral, warm, spicy, balsamic fragrance. Satin Mood, Oud Satin Mood is a perfect oud rose fragrance. And that vanilla, it's so, almost so milky. It's almost like milky. It's a gorgeous, beyond beautiful. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. The vanilla is in the back and it makes it very smooth, just like satin. It's just like almost silky and satin. It gives you all of that kind of vibe. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful beast of a fragrance. So you can get a lot of wear. It has the projection. It has the longevity. It's a beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous, stunning fragrance. And if you like oud and rose and vanilla, this is the fragrance, and amber, to have. So for the young lady that was asking me to do a little bit more in depth about the other fragrance that Satin Mood is so close to, is, let's get this one out the way. It is Nina Ricci L'Artiste Rose Absolute. Now, I'm not sure if everyone knows this, but the perfumer that does or had done this, created this fragrance, Nina Ricci fragrance L'Artiste, is Maison Francis Kurkdjian's. So the fragrances are so, they're so similar, like you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. So if you are looking for that Satin Mood fragrance scent profile, but you are really not ready to spend the money on Satin Mood, this L'Artiste by Nina Ricci, this is the bottle, is Rose Absolute. Just make sure you get the right one. Rose Absolute is a perfect alternative. The only difference, and you would just have to be someone that's be able to distinguish this, because it is something off of smell, first smell, or someone smelling you would never be able to tell the difference. But the Maison Francis Kurkdjian, the only difference is it's a little more refined or smoother. So the vanilla is a little more pronounced. The Nina Ricci is a little more aromatic and a little more aromatic and a little bit more fresh. But they smell just alike, really. There's no difference, and you would just have to have the nose to notice that, because you really wouldn't notice the difference. So I hope this helped the young lady out to know the difference. And this one, I should say, $50-$60. This here's $300. So you know, you can get the same profile, the same scent, the same fragrance in essence with the Nina Ricci L'Artiste Rose Absolute. And last but not least, guys, I have my goodie, my all-time fave. And I hope you're enjoying this best and worst, because every perfumer has some good ones and some bad ones. Maison Francis Kurkdjian's Baccarat Rouge 540, the extrait version. Let me get into the notes. The notes are bitter almond, saffron in the top. The middle is Egyptian jasmine and cedar. And the base notes are ambergris, woodsy notes, and musk. It's a amber, almond, woody, warm, spicy, animalic, nutty, musky, fruity, white floral, metallic fragrance. Almond, okay. Baccarat 540 with almond. And you'll be able to smell yourself. This is a best for me. I love this fragrance and would actually prefer it over the original Baccarat 540. I can smell this on me, the Baccarat, the original 540. I kind of can't smell it on me. This one has that beautiful almond. It's lactonic, it's smooth, it's milky, it has a bite, it's just sweet, it's almost like cashmere. it blooms, and it's just, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just mesmerizing. That's what I want to say. It's mesmerizing. And when I wear this fragrance, I can't tell you how many times I'll be stopped, or someone will be close to me and they'll be like, oh, you smell so good. Or even if they're not close to me and they smell me walk past, they'll be like, oh my goodness, you smell so good. What do you have on? So this one, even though it was a little expensive and more expensive than some of my other fragrances, I'm really glad I bought it. And what I can say for the best and the worst, the only little con I would have for this one, a little worse, would be I wish I would have gotten this one first. So I wish I would have gotten this one first, because if I would have came across the straight version before the original, I definitely would have just got the straight version and not the original. But I'm glad to have both of I'm glad to be fortunate enough to have both in my collection. And I will use and I will enjoy them both. So that's it. That's all I have for you guys. I'm going to do a part 2 on the rest of the Maison Francis Kurkdjian fragrances I have, so you can get the best and the worst of the, I think it's 5 more that I have out of the collection of those also. So if you enjoy this, and I have some good ones left, especially for the fall season coming, if you enjoy this, please stay tuned. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And please don't forget to share. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be reminded when I upload part 2. I want to thank you guys for joining me, all my graceful beauties, where grace begins with you. Thank you again, everyone. See you soon.